Hello and welcome to my video on the introduction to planetary industry within EVE Online, otherwise known as PI. A few notes and disclaimers to begin with. If you're an alpha account, this is not for you. While you can set up the basics, a very basic configuration as an alpha, you do not have the ability to actually get stuff off the planet, which is kind of the whole point. You want to make stuff on the planet and then get it off said planet so that you can go and sell it. As alphas don't have this ability, you would be wasting your ISK and time trying to get into planetary industry, so you might want to steer clear unless you're planning on going to Omega. Next, I am not an expert. I don't pretend to be an expert. I don't play an expert on TV. This is just stuff that I've found out as I've gone along and what seems to work for me. So feel free to take whatever I'm saying with a grain of salt and see how it works for you. When it comes to skills for PI, there's nothing actually required. You can get into it straight out of the gate. No skills required, no skilling queue required. You're just good to go. However, that being said, I would recommend Command Center upgrades to at least level 2 or 3. It makes the setup so much easier and gives you more power grid and CPU resources from your Command Center to play with to do the more interesting things. There is one absolute though. You will need a ship that can carry 1000 cubic meters. That is the size of your command center. Without a command center, you can't really do much at all, as the command center on a planet provides all the power and CPU resources that are used by everything else you might want to build on the planet. Finally, PI is not a gateway to vast wealth, riches, and so on. Consider it more of a side gig to supplement your main income source, or just as an interesting gameplay loop to interact with, something else to plan around and to do. Now, with that out of the way, I think it's time to get into PI itself.